You need to do these 5 things before and during every match that you play to get a rank 30 brawler. It doesn't matter if you have 5,000 trophies or 50,000 trophies, these tips will help you get your first rank 30 brawler easily. Our first honorable mention, which I went over in the last video on how to push trophies fast, is to get a win streak with lower brawlers to help push your higher brawlers faster. This is key so you can get bonus trophies whenever you play with your brawler and overall just have it be more efficient to push your brawler. If you want to know more on that, check out this video above right after this video. Alright, our first tip is obviously to play with a team. Let's face it, you can't solo queue and play with randoms to get your rank 30. It's almost impossible and you have to be really lucky to get it. If you have nobody else to play with, you can use the tips I'm about to tell you to make it possible to get a rank 30 with randoms. So when you're playing with a team, you need to make sure your teammates are as skilled, if not more skilled, than you to have a solid push to rank 30. You can find these teammates in my Discord, in a Brawl Stars Discord, through clubs, and many other ways. Verbal communication during a match is recommended. It does not make the difference between winning and losing every match. Also, you don't have to have 2 other teammates. 1 teammate is perfectly fine, but as always, 2 teammates is way better. And while we're on the topic of teammates, this will take us right into our next tip, which is getting a good combination of brawlers. You don't want to have all support brawlers, or all thrower brawlers, or all damage dealers, or all assassins. And you can't guarantee that playing with randoms. So you want to make sure that when you're playing with teammates, you have a good combination of brawlers. Like here, I'm playing a damage dealer, and my teammate is playing a tank, and luckily, our random was a thrower. The difference between playing with a good prepared combination of brawlers versus just randomly picking brawlers and trying to get your rank 30 is a massive difference. It makes it so much easier to play lanes, which we'll talk about later in this video, and also decide who's going to push forward and who's going to stay back to keep your team alive. The next tip I have is one that I've learned recently and has drastically helped me pushing my brawlers to rank 30 and is really how I got my buzz to rank 30. When you play Brawl Stars, you can't play off your instinct. You have to know what lane you're going to go in, you have to know who's going to push forward, and you just overall have to have a plan when you're playing 3v3s. It helps your team have a good structure and coordination to it, which is how all esports players play and how the pros win their matches. If you were to watch any team play, you would see that they have their team all structured and coordinated and planned out, and they know what they're going to do in the match. If you're just aimlessly walking around trying to pick off a free kill, that's not going to work every single time, and you're just going to end up dying eventually. If you keep doing this, this will overall hurt your team, and you'll just end up dying, and it'll just come down to a 2v3 every single round, and you know your teammates won't like that. Getting your rank 30 is not getting carried to rank 30, it is actually using your work to help contribute to your team to get to rank 30. And while we're on the topic of how you should play in your matches, you definitely should not be playing aggressive in your matches. No matter what game mode you're playing in, playing aggressive will 100% get you killed unless the other team is significantly worse than your team. You don't want to be the first one to die every single round by just playing aggressive and trying to get kills. If you're trying to have most damage on your team, playing aggressive is definitely not a good way to play if you're looking for most damage, because you will just end up dying, and we all know in any game mode dying is not the right answer. So instead, play a little bit more back in the beginning for an easy opening, like the other team playing aggressive. When one of them does that, your whole team picks off that person and kills them. And then it's already a 3v2 if you're playing knockout, which will basically give you a free win. And if you're playing brawl ball, this will also get you the ball and you can help push it up. If you're playing hot zone, you can most likely get into the zone with this. If you're playing wipeout, this gets you a free kill. You can continue to do this for the duration of the match. And if you're playing gem grab, you can get gems and take area control in the middle. This is a big one that I can't talk about enough, so make sure you guys are playing passive. The next one I need to talk about is map knowledge. Map knowledge is important because you can know where people are going. If you're going against a Mandy, you can know where she's going to fire her super off the bat if she does. And you can know what ways to weave through if you are playing in Heist. And overall, just know where people are going to go. That one I could keep short and sweet, so as long as you know what map you're playing on, you're pretty much okay. The next after that is Brawler interactions. And basic Brawler interactions are pretty easy to memorize. But once you get into how many hits another player takes to kill you, what gadgets and star powers they have, that's when it gets hard to memorize, but you need to be memorizing that. In this match, I saw that my lineup was against a Kit, and I knew Kit would go invisible and try to get a free kill off somebody, because that's what every single Kit player in Knockout does. And to add on to this, make sure you're looking at what players you're going against and what brawlers you're going against, so that way you know what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. If you need good combinations of brawlers, make sure you check out Snake Thug's channel. He often posts very good combinations of brawlers for every single map. It's okay not to know what every single brawler does in Brawl Stars, but you should get the generic idea of what they do in Brawl Stars. If you enjoyed the video today, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I do have a video on how to push trophies fast in Brawl Stars like I mentioned earlier. It'll be here on the screen now. If you need teammates, make sure you go down in the comments and ask for teammates, and I'm sure you'll find somebody else because I have a pretty decent community. I'll let you guys watch the rest of this match. If you think that my Meg is going to win, make sure you like.